Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Travel Talk Tuesday. I am Frances Manzitto, and I am happy to have you here with me today to tell you a little bit about some of the things that we've got coming up from Directions Tours. For those of you who haven't met me, like I said, my name is Frances Manzitto. I am the Director of Product Development for Directions Tours. New with the company, I've been with them since the beginning of the year. And my whole focus since I started was getting our catalog ready. So I'm excited, very excited to tell you that our catalog has gone to the printer. Our new catalog will be out and available by the end of March. It'll be coming in your mailboxes, full of 24 pages of new tours. I'm not going to say that there are not places that Directions Tours has been before, because they've been a lot of places in 23 years. But a lot of things you're going to see have a new spin, new things added to it. I have mentioned this several times in the Travel Talk Tuesdays that we have done in the past few weeks about some of our commitments with the new ownership and the things that we're doing. You're going to see pretty clear details on what you're going to do on the tours. You're going to see and recognize that there are more included meals. There is, when possible, less moving from hotel to hotel. One of the things that you might not catch when you just look through the catalog, but one of the things that we have done is we are doing, whenever possible, making sure that we're staying at a hotel where you can get porterage, so your bags are handled and you don't have to take care of your own bags going to or from your hotel room. We're pretty excited about some of the changes, and I think that you're going to see that these tours have a whole lot of meat to them. Like I mentioned, catalog has gone to the printer. Our website, it looks like our brand new sparkly shiny website will be ready sometime on Friday. If you are on our email list, you'll get a e-blast to let you know that the website is available and you can go and start reading and learning about all of those new tours. And I do want to give a shout out to Jake Atkins, who is our web designer, and the website is fantastic. It's beautiful, lots and lots of information. I think that people are going to be impressed, and rightly so. Jack has done a fantastic job. And I want to believe that people are going to be impressed with our new catalog. We've put a lot of time and work into it. We've all kind of decided at this point if there's a period out of place or an apostrophe missing, that's okay. You're going to understand the meaning of the tours. We've got things going from as far west as California, Redwoods. We've got a Wild West Wonders tour, Colorado train adventure. I'm trying to do these all from memory and not look. I have a calendar on that wall that has everything listed. We've got, oh goodness, I'm going to have to look. We've got the International Balloon Classic that just posted on our Facebook yesterday. We've got the Grand Ole Opry birthday, Family Ties and Country Vibes, that's country music themed, Million Dollar Melodies, which is all about the Million Dollar quartet, focusing on 2 nights in Memphis, 2 nights in Nashville, 2 nights in Branson. Lots and lots of really cool new things. We've got a Quad Cities trip. We've got a trip to Salt Lake City for people who are interested in genealogy, that they can do some of that research. Lots of good stuff. We also have quite a few trips that are just a 2-day trip, 2 days and 1 night. I want to talk about one of those. This is the one that's coming up kind of the soonest, and it is called Jazz, Candy, and All That's Dandy. It's June 3rd and 4th. I am particularly excited about this trip because the hotel night will be in Louisville, Kentucky, but the focus of the trip is going to the Derby Dinner Playhouse. I always say theater, which is wrong. It's the Derby Dinner Playhouse to see the Glenn Miller Orchestra. Now, I'll tell you one of my little secrets. I love big band music. I love that era and the whole swing sound of it. And I think that's going to be a fantastic show for people who appreciate that kind of music. For that trip, we will leave in the morning. I've got the itinerary here so I don't mess it up. We'll leave in the morning from St. Louis and drive to the Louisville area and go to Shemp's Candy Store. If you've never been there, it's a candy lover's dream. All sorts of wonderful candy. They have a soda fountain and they do a little demo. So you're going to get to really see how some of that candy is made and purchase a little something for your sweet tooth if you so desire. The show that we're seeing is an afternoon show. It's not a dinner show, but they'll be able to go in. I think the show starts at 3 o'clock, something like that. See the show with the Glenn Miller Orchestra, have the big band music, and then we'll go into Louisville and we'll have dinner that's included that night in Louisville. The next morning we're going to get up and we're going to start heading back to St. Louis, but stopping in Corydon, Indiana. And in Corydon, there's some really neat little things in that town. One of them is the Zimmerman Art Glass Studio. And the group is going to go there and learn about how they make all of these beautiful things with blown glass. They're going to do a demonstration and everybody's going to get a little surprise at the end of that trip. And then we're going to have a guided tour of the area with a visit to the first state capital of Indiana, which is in Corydon. And then and then lunch at the Overlook Restaurant. And after that, we'll load up and head back to St. Louis. So for just a really nice, quick trip to hear some great music, see some interesting things, that's going to be a nice trip. And I'm looking in my notes here. The price on that trip, if you are traveling double occupancy, it is $479 a person. If you're a single traveling on your own, it's $567. Again, that's your overnight stay, motor coach transportation, the attractions that I mentioned, your show to see the Glenn Miller Orchestra, dinner on the first night, lunch on the second day, and breakfast on the second day. So it's a nice package. Going from one extreme to the other, we had a nice little 2-day package. The next trip I want to talk about today is a big trip. This is one of those once-in-a-lifetime bucket list trips that people save a lifetime to go on. And it is a World War II memorial tour of Europe. 16 days, and it starts in, let me tell you the whole route. I've got that here as well. It starts flying into Germany. So your first day is an overnight flight. Then it will be in Germany. You'll go to Bavaria. If I had glasses, I'd be able to read this better. You'll get into Bavaria for the first day. You'll have dinner included the first night, flying into Frankfurt. Day 3 is Nuremberg, and you will explore Nuremberg's historical landmarks and reflect on its past. That dinner is also included that day, so that's a breakfast and dinner. The next day you'll go to Dachau, Munich, and y'all are going to have to forgive me for my pronunciation of things, Tyrolean village, I guess. So you'll visit the concentration camp and explore Munich. Breakfast and dinner also included that day. The next day you'll go to the village, or you can go to Salzburg and to the Eagle's Nest. Another night staying in that hotel. Breakfast is included that day. Day 6, you will go to Ulm, and I can't even pronounce this one, so bear with me. You will marvel at Ulm's imposing minster and pay respects at Erwin Rommel's grave. There is a breakfast and dinner included that day. Day 7, you'll move on to France, and you'll journey through the, I should have tried to learn these pronunciations before, because I don't speak French either. Alsace, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, region. and going into the mountains. You'll explore Lorraine's American Cemetery and tour Fort Hackenberg, I'm sorry. And you'll rest in Trier that night, Germany's oldest city. Breakfast and dinner included that day. Day 8 is Luxembourg, Belgium. So you'll go to Bastogne, visit General Patton's resting place, and the Luxembourg Museum of Natural History. Day 9, go to the Rhine River. You'll cruise the beautiful Rhine River and marvel at the Ludendorff Bridge. And dinner is included that day as well. Day 10 goes into Holland. You will learn about Operation Market Garden and enjoy dinner and breakfast that day. The next day is Amsterdam, South Holland. You will discover Amsterdam's canals and gabled houses. Enjoy a leisurely afternoon before returning to the hotel for dinner. Breakfast and dinner included on that day as well. And then day 12, back into Belgium, Antwerp and Caen. You'll travel from Holland to France with a stop in Antwerp. And then dinner in your hotel that night. And then day 13, and this is the big one I think on this trip, is Normandy landing beaches. You'll spend the day touring the famous Normandy landing beaches and reflecting on the history. Breakfast is included that day. The next day you'll go to the Caen Peace Memorial and Museum before heading to Paris. And you will have a breakfast and dinner. Day 15 is in Paris. You'll see some of the iconic landmarks in Paris and have free time to explore. And then day 16, you say goodbye to Europe and return to the United States. You'll have your flight back to the US. So this is a great tour if you are interested in that World War II history. I think it's a fantastic tour. It's one that's on my bucket list. It is a more expensive tour. It is $6,340. Again, that includes 16 days in Europe, all of your hotels. It includes 14 nights in hotels, 14 breakfasts, 10 dinners, all of your transportation, and your airfare for that trip. And I think it's going to be a fantastic and moving trip. This trip does, however, have a short window to sign up. We have limited seats, and I don't recall, and I'm sorry, I should have looked this up. The final payment on this trip it's a short window. So you can call the office or you can message here. We can get that information to you. If you would like to have the full itinerary sent to you, you can send us a message through our Facebook page or comment and let me know, and we can get that to you. I think it's a great tour. I hope that I'll have some of my friends here that'll travel on that tour and see what all is offered there. I think it's going to be very meaningful. I had an uncle who was one of the people who landed in Normandy, so I know that seeing those beaches for me will be a very moving tribute. So that's all I've got for you today. I hope that if you are not on our mailing list and you want a catalog, you can comment here and let me know, and we'll get you added to that. If you're not on our email list and you want to make sure that you're there so you can get the website e-blasted to you, as well as once we have our catalog back in the right format, we'll e-blast a copy of the catalog to you. So that's what I've got. I hope you guys have a great week. I am coming to you from a beautiful sunny spring day. Happy first day of spring. It's beautiful here in North Carolina. But thank you again for your time. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great week, and we'll see you next week on Travel Talk Tuesday. Bye-bye.